Hi guys, it's me Krista again. This week I'm back with another book review, okay, on time. And the book I'm reviewing today is Butter by Erin Jade Lange. I don't know how to say her last name. This is actually a book that I've been wanting to read since like last year. Because I remember Amazon had sent me one of those little newsletters type things with recommendations that they send out like every week. And I got one and it said like Butter, and I was like, what the hell? Like, so I clicked on it and I read the description and I thought it sounded really cool, so I added it to my TBR. But I haven't got a chance to like get to it, okay? Like my TBR is like literally like 200, 300 books long, you know? So like, but Butter, I wasn't expecting to read Butter like so soon, but I went to the library again with my grandma and I saw it, so I was like, I might as well, you know? Okay, so Butter was an unbelievable, so good. Butter was so good, okay? Like, before I even get to the rest, like, I recommend, highly recommend, 5 out of 5 stars. This is legit. Like, it's realistic, it's funny, it's let me tell you, like, there's not a lot of books where there's like noticeable character development. Normally whenever you're getting character development, it's over like a couple books, you know, or it's really like small. But in this book, Butter grows and like learns a lot of stuff about himself and why he is the way he is, okay? And he takes that knowledge and by the end he decides to do something good for himself, you know? So Butter actually like goes through his own journey and I really liked it, and I liked being there and finding out what was going to happen next. And basically, like, I don't know, I just really enjoyed the story and I liked the lesson that it was trying to teach, okay? And I know I sound like some, I don't know, like Disney person or something, like there's got to be a lesson in everything, but like normally there's not a lesson in books, you know? But like this book is different and it does teach a lesson. Like, kids will go to extreme lengths to be part of like the popular crowd. Everybody knows this, you know? But this book just really shows you just like how far they're willing to go to fit in, you know? But then like fitting in is so important, not only of like being a teenager, just of being a human. Like, there's not a person on this planet who doesn't secretly want to like fit in with someone, you know, who wants to be a part of a group. Like, everybody wants to be a part of a group. As much as like you might be like, oh, I'm fine by myself, I don't need a group, I don't need, no, like, you know, like, you know, you need a friend. And even just one friend that you can really count on, that's still, you still want to like fit in with them, honestly, you know? So I liked that the book was actually trying to like teach a lesson while like telling the story of Butter, okay? And so I don't know what I was really expecting when I like got into it. All I knew is that it was about like an overweight boy who was going to eat himself to death, okay? And that was basically why I picked up this book. So Butter is 16 years old. He's like a junior in high school and he lives a very like lonely life, honestly. Like, his mother is kind of like guilt-ridden because she sees how he is and she blames herself for letting him get like that, and it causes a whole lot of strain on like her relationship with like her husband and like all that whatever. But like, she's not really his friend, it's just like his mom or whatever. And then like his dad doesn't talk to him. His dad's really mean to him. Well, not mean, but just doesn't talk to him at all. So that's what I mean by being mean, because he's not like slapping him around or anything, but sometimes like ignoring a child is like worse than like beating them. And he doesn't have any friends. Like, he doesn't really hang out with anyone at school besides one of the teachers, the professor he talks to. And then he has like a friend from like a fat camp or whatever, you know, but they're not even really good friends either. They just like talk every summer or whatever. So he's really like alone except for his saxophone. And so every day he plays, but he's not going to try to make anything of it because he doesn't want to play in front of people and everything, you know. But basically he's just like kind of a loner. And one day at school in the cafeteria, like some stuff went down. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but like what do you expect is going to happen, you know? So that happens and Butter goes home very devastated and finds out some more stuff that he doesn't want to know, and then decides to make the website called Butter's Last Meal, where he's going to like broadcast him eating himself to death. Not like himself like chunks of his own meat or anything, but like food, like eating regular food until he like dies, okay? That's what I mean by like eating himself to death. But so basically once all the kids find out about the website and his plans, they all like go crazy kind of. They want to know more, and they're all crazy about it. Like they're making bets on if he's gonna do it or not. They're like making bets for like the menu and what he's gonna eat, and it took on like a life of its own. Like he just got too swept up in it because he literally made the decision to do it in like a moment of unclear thinking, you know. And that little moment, that one thing that he did just kind of like set it off, and he couldn't like take back making that website, you know. And so like the whole book he's basically like struggling because suddenly now the popular kids like him. He's sitting at their table, he's going to parties with them, he's going out bowling, like drinking, like he's having like fun for like the first time in his life, you know. But on the other hand, he's constantly being reminded that the only reason why he's hanging out with them is because he's gonna kill himself, you know. And the kids want to be they want to be in the know for whatever he's doing, you know. They want to know his final menu and like stuff. It's like really a messed up situation, but it makes for good reading, I guess, you know. It's like a really messed up situation actually, you know, because he's so stuck. Because I mean, one way, if he goes along with it and New Year's Eve he like eats himself to death, he's gonna die, like obviously, you know. But he'll become like a legend in like the high school sense, so it'll be okay or justified in his opinion, you know. On the other hand, if he doesn't go along with it, the popular kids aren't gonna talk to him, and his life is gonna go back to the way it was before he even talked to them, and probably even more miserable this time because everybody like thinks he's a liar or something. I don't know, you know. So he's basically like has no good options, okay, besides just like move away. Just like literally like have your mom withdraw you from school, just like move, just go somewhere else and you won't have to deal with that, you know. But that's the only like option I would see, you know, because I'm not finna like eat myself to death. And then like, but at the same time, when you're like a teenager, everybody's opinions like matter to you so much, so it's like you could never show your face in public again, you know. So I would just move away or just like be homeschooled or something, I don't know. So the day starts to come closer, whatever, and he starts getting closer with Anna, and Anna is this girl that he's like in love with, okay. He had made like a profile with like a fake profile so that he could talk to her and she would talk to him back and perhaps fall in love with him. Like he wants to imagine her being able to fall in love with him, and like maybe if she sees his personality, like it won't matter how he looks, you know. So she actually does fall in love with like his fake profile, but at the same time he starts trying to talk to her like in real life, you know. And it doesn't go really that good, you know. He's, because I think everyone, whenever you have a crush, you think like the best of that person, even if that's not how that person really is. So he was really like disenchanted with like some of the things he like found out about her, but like he still like loved her, you know. And then so basically like a good portion of the book he's like trying to decide what he's going to do, okay? And I thought that was very thoughtful. Like in the case of the apocalypse of Elena Mendoza, she's trying to figure out what to do too, but it's like way too much like annoying, whiny, crybaby aspect to it, you know. Like with Butter, he's like, it's not just like literally like whole pages dedicated to like trying to make a decision. It's like cut, like it's like entangled with the story, you know. Like, oh, he'll be like hanging out with the friends and they say something and then he'll like go into like his own thoughts and then like share that he's like, oh man, this is the only reason why they're talking to me, blah blah blah, oh what should I do. It's like that, like real short and not overwhelming and not to the point where it gets annoying like how it did in like the apocalypse of Elena Mendoza, you know. So I thought the author handled that like really good. I thought the author handled the issue of like the weight really good, because like there's a lot of ways they could have gone. They could have gone like totally offensive about it. You could have gone like too lighthearted. Like the author could have really messed up like their whole concept depending on how they like depicted Butter. But the way like Butter's personality is, the way he is as a person, makes you like fall in love. And she did really good, and not trying to make us like have pity on him or like make fun of it. Like, I don't know, she just did a really good job of like creating his character, you know. And also he's really funny, okay, and it's like that sarcastic like dark humor kind of like funny, which is like my favorite kind of humor, to be honest, okay. That's bad, but it is, okay. So I like really enjoyed the book and I thought he was really funny the entire time, honestly. And there's a lot of parts in this book that I liked, and just his interactions, like once he starts getting in with the popular kids and he's hanging out with I think it was like Parker and Trent, like he starts building up this relationship with them, you know, to where they're like becoming real friends. And it's really cool to watch. It's cool to read, okay, when you see how like these kids went from literally like not looking at him twice to suddenly being his best friend, trying to like there was like one thing he wanted to do before he died, and they took him out, made like a whole day of it, you know, and went past the point of like, oh, we just want to see how this ends. It was like they had more like more feelings than that, you know. They like brought his bench to their table, like they put in a lot of effort, you know. And so on one hand it was messed up that like that's seriously what you had to do to get friends, you know, but on the other side like it worked for him, you know. I'm not gonna spoil the book too much this time, but some like stuff happens at the end, and it goes both ways, okay, because the whole time I was wondering, I was like, is he really gonna do it, and like is he gonna die? Is that gonna be the last page, like him saying I took a bite and I passed out, or something, you know, like, or was it gonna be him like moving away, or like just going back to lunch at his own table by himself and everything going back to normal? Like I thought it was gonna be that, but in a way we kind of got like both of those endings, okay, but in a good way, because I don't want to spoil it too much. But the thing I do want to tell you guys is I like the ending, okay, and you guys know I like happy endings, so obviously it was a happy ending. It was an ending that I was happy for that ending, okay. It wasn't it wasn't either. It wasn't what I was expecting. So it was good for me, okay? But Butter was a really good book, and it was legit. It was honestly one of, if not the best book I've read so far this year. Just in terms of like general, like overall, like it's a really good book, honestly. And it's a quick read. You can read it in like a couple of hours, you know? And it's different. Like, I know I say that like every time, but whenever I'm saying different, I'm talking about like concepts or like plots or something like that. But in this book, it just has a different like vibe. Like overall, it's different, everything about it, and I highly recommend it. I can't tell you guys how much I really like this book. To rate it, I will rate it 5 out of 5, no hesitation. And I thought it was just perfect, honestly. It kept my attention the entire time. Like, I was getting mad, like my mom was trying to call me to do something, and I was like, okay, I'm coming, like. And then like stood there for like another like 10 minutes reading until she like literally like came to my door and was like, get over here. Like, it's worth getting in trouble over, okay? I would recommend 5 out of 5, okay? Read it and read it all the way through and appreciate Butter and appreciate his journey, okay? That's all I want to tell you guys. Just appreciate this book and you will learn a lot from it. And it's really good. They should read this in schools, honestly. I'm gonna make a petition, okay? I'm gonna make a petition saying that every high school has to have, like, even middle school, because middle school kids are getting bad too. But like every high school for sure, like, you have to read this book, okay? So this is my book review for Butter by Erin Jade Lange, okay? And I really enjoyed reading it. I hope you guys enjoy reading it as well. And leave your comments down below of what you think. If you like the book, if you don't, if you want to read it, if you already read it, whatever. Just let me know what's up, guys. And I'll be back next week with another video. And I actually got more. I got more library books. So expect more reviews with library books, okay? Because I got some good books this time, okay? So this time I got this book called Shadows of the Moon, and to be honest, like, I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna find out, okay? And then I don't even want to show you guys this book, okay? But this book, I first saw it my 6th grade year, and my best friend was reading it at the time, and they were telling me it was so good and they like loved it and they continued on with the series. So I had wanted to read it at that time, but I never did. And now I'm like 18 already, and I saw it at the library and I was like, okay, I'm too old for this book. And then I was like, I don't even care, like, I still want to read it, like, regardless, you know? So that book is Vampirates, okay? Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. I had to for like, just to like quiet that little like 12-year-old voice inside saying like, I want that book, okay? Because just to get it over with, is it good or not, okay? Like, and then this one, I'm actually really excited to read this book. It's called The Other Side of Dark. I'm most likely gonna read this one next because it has something to do with ghost and history, 2 of my favorite things, okay? I'm gonna be a history teacher in like 2 more years, so reference. Just kidding. And then I got, like, you know, just a little manga because, oh, why not, you know? So it's called The Betrayal Knows My Name. I don't know, I saw it and the cover looked nice first off, and then like when I was reading what it was about, that also like got me interested too. So I was like, I'll check it out. So yeah, so you'll probably see reviews for those coming up. And that's it for today. I'm gonna stop taking up you guys' time. But I hope you guys liked the review, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the next ones, because I'm not stopping anytime soon. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in every week and being loyal AF, because I love you guys for it, okay? And I want to see like more interactions. Like, please like the videos, like comment, like subscribe, share, whatever they say, you know. But I just, tell me I'm not alone here, okay? Tell me if you guys like the books or not, okay? And tell me if I made you guys read any books that you wouldn't have normally read. Okay. So this is gonna be me signing off because I'm already rambling, okay? So okay, have a good day, guys. Bye. Okay, I didn't realize until the last page of the book that I didn't know his name the entire time I had been reading it. I had only known him by Butter, but at the end, the last page of the book, like, it tells you his name, and I was like, oh, I feel bad because I didn't even know it, you know? But then I realized they never told you, so how do you know? Like, I don't know. I didn't realize it until the end.